Hey sis, remind me. The job starts tomorrow evening, right?
Yes, that's correct. I guess we should be on the lookout starting at about 5 o'clock.
The enemy will be up against goes by the name the New Breed Front. Our role is to prevent terrorist attacks and scope out the enemy organization to obtain any info.
No, that's wrong, Fumiya. Did you read our orders carefully? Our job is to obtain intel. We need to locate their headquarters, as well as any source of funding they may have. There's nothing about terrorist attacks.
That may be, but we can't sit back and do nothing.
Fumiya, our emotions can't override our priorities. In order to gather information, we're going to detain the terrorists. And if that prevents an attack by default, it's all good. But see, if we prioritize the prevention of terror...
Shut up, I know already.
You say that, but do you really? Among the Yotsuba families, the Kuroba family is in charge of gathering intelligence. In other words, Fumiya, we worry about missions, not justice.
I said I know, you don't have to lecture me.
Thank you both for coming today, Miyuki and Tatsuya.
Oh no, thank you. I'm glad you invited us.
So Erica and the others aren't coming?
She said it sounded lame.
That's very Erica. But all that aside, the view from the top floor here is utterly breathtaking.
Tokyo Offshore Tower. Japan's first hyperbuilding. 360 floors above ground and 36 floors underground. I heard the Sky Lounge on the top floor is an impressive 2,000...
To be honest, being at this height makes me a tad nervous. If there was an earthquake or some accident, would the building collapse?
Not a chance. This building is supported by 4 gigantic pillars under gyroscopic force of the flywheels, which have been installed on the 36th underground floor, then on every 60th floor, starting with the first one underground.
And the flywheels wouldn't stop working even during a power outage?
If that happens, the magicians who are stationed underground will activate the flywheels. They also reduce friction from the vibration control damper supporting the pillars, and enhance the base isolation efficacy.
So they're actively involving magicians in their safety measures? Isn't that unusual?
Yeah. So unusual, in fact, it's practically unheard of.
Brother, look.
I see him. Onika, Shizuku, we're stepping out for a bit, excuse us.
Sorry about this.
What a nice surprise. Miyuki and Tatsuya. I had no idea.
Invite us. And are you here on behalf of our aunt, Mr. Hayama?
Yes. Madam requested that I be here to keep a focused eye on everything.
Does my aunt have concerns about this party? Is it something we should worry about?
It's because this is the first time in history that any building in Japan has used magicians in this manner. Madam has expressed legitimate apprehension that something could possibly happen here. Oh, and speaking of which, that reminds me, dear. You work the entrance ceremony tomorrow, don't you? My sincerest advice would be to make sure you get some adequate rest for the occasion, Miyuki.
That's very kind of you. I do appreciate it. I'll talk it over with my brother, and we'll leave the party at a suitable hour with time to spare.
Forgive me. I know it might seem overbearing. Ah, yes. What perfect timing. Please, come say hello to Miss Miyuki. Miss Sakurai?
Good evening. As you said, I'm Minami Sakurai. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Thank you. And I'm delighted to make yours.
Miss Miyuki. Sakurai here is in fact the niece of one Honami Sakurai, who served as Madame Maya's personal attendant. I believe she could be of highly valuable service to you as well, so I would simply ask you to keep her in mind, as the need truly could arise at any time.
Yes, understood. If I ever find I need help with something, then I'll already know to count on you.
I am most honored and humbled by those words. And please never hesitate to ask anything of me.
It's been lovely, but unfortunately, I think we'd best be on our way.
have a visual on 2 suspects. They're dressed in power company work uniforms and appear to be heading toward the inspection port of the submarine power cables.
So you think they're actually agents disguised as utility workers? Hello, Yami.
You scared me, sis! Don't do that!
Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't expect you to almost have a heart attack. I said, I'm sorry.
Never mind! Just get off of me! Stop it!
Okay, fine, we are working.
Yes, exactly, so please behave.
Yeah. I apologized already, didn't you hear? But more importantly, what do you want to do about them?
What do you think we should do?
As the family had ordered, apprehend them. We won't know if they're part of that group or not. The issue is, when do we actually pull that off?
When?
If they try to tamper with or damage the power cables, do we catch them before or after they're done? I'm having a hard time deciding on which would be best.
Are you serious? We should obviously do it before they finish the job.
Careful, Yami. You better watch your tone. Tell me, why is it so obvious to you?
I mean, they're plotting a terrorist attack, aren't they? It's only natural that we try to stop them. That's what I believe.
If we were police officers, that would make perfect sense. But frame it in terms of our objective. If we simply wait until they've dropped their guard after completing their task, wouldn't that be the most efficient? Jump in too early when they're on edge and alert, and we risk being counterattacked and failing our mission. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get it. Didn't consider that a possibility. But still, those terrorist bastards, I won't let them get away with this.
Well, that sounded a little too macho for your disguise, cheap, but it has some charm.
What do you mean by cheap?
Well then, I think it's time we get to work. Shall we? First up, I'll use perfect diffusion. Right after, I'll propel you in using mock teleportation. Got that? You ready to go, Yami?
Go ahead, fly me in. Magicians, but it looks like they haven't noticed perfect diffusion yet. Seems like Ayako's skills are improving.
Hey, what happened?
Direct pain. There's less leakage of residual scions than on our mission 3 months ago. My brother's outdone himself once again. Fumiya is the offense, and I'm the backup. It's important that the enemy doesn't notice the backup. But the attacker's role is to subdue the enemy in a short amount of time. You've become such a dependable brother, Fumiya. Though your appearance says otherwise.
Hey sis, I'm all finished here.
Excellent work. I'll be on my way shortly. Yami, no!
Sis! Did you see that?
Yeah. Going in?
Sure am.
Wow, I'm impressed, Yami.
What can I say?
It doesn't look like there are any backup troops hiding here.
I'm thinking you're right, sis. I don't sense any magicians watching us, so guess we're in the clear.
There you go again! When you're a lady, you don't drop your G's.
Come on, stop giving me a hard time.
Lady Yoru, Lady Yami, are you safe?
Safe and sound.
And we've captured 2 prisoners. You are aware of our current location, yes?
Affirmative. We have it. Shall we pick you up?
If you get close enough to see us, then that should be sufficient.
As you wish, Lady Yoru.
There we go.
What is this Scion wave? Wait, is Fumiya fighting someone? Ayako's there too. It seems they managed to capture the enemy already. Skillfully executed. The enemy is New Breed Front, their magician supremacists.
Excuse me, brother. You look a bit lost in thought. Is something bothering you?
No. I was just awed by the caliber of guests at this party.
Well, Yami, mission accomplished. Okay, prisoners incoming.
Roger that. Two prisoners confirmed. You're clear to come aboard, miss.
Right.
Excellent job, miss. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Miss, not sir. Get it right, damn it. He put aside his pride to dress in that outfit. Show some respect, would you? So, sir, I mean miss, apologies. It won't happen again.
Just stop it already! You're making it worse than they did! This doesn't have anything to do with my pride. It's a disguise.
Yes, of course, and it's absolutely brilliant. Even we would never suspect it was you under there, Master Fumiya.
And don't use my real name! That makes the whole thing pointless!
That's enough. All of you just need to calm down. We're wasting time here. So let's get a move on.
Right.
Yami, please try to keep your cool. You got that?
Well, Shizuku, Honoka, congratulations to you both.
Yeah, congrats, big sis. Honoka.
Very well done. Both of you have excellent grades. That's sincerely wonderful.
That's so kind, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Dad.
Oh, by the way, Honoka, I hear you've got a crush on someone.
Won't we? So tell us, what's he like?
Please don't ask that, Mr. Kitty!
Hey, brother. So earlier, what were you really thinking about? Just be honest.
It was Fumiya and Ayako. They were fighting radicalized magicians near this building.
So then, that must be why Mr. Hayama is here.
It seems pretty likely. Miyuki, are you familiar with a group called the New Breed Front?
Is that the one consisting of magicians who are standing up against anti-magic prejudice?
That's right. These extremists claim magicians are elite, and they're trying to build a society where they reign supreme. They'll do almost anything to liberate their comrades, even resort to armed conflict. A force to be reckoned with.
Do you know what they're planning, brother? What could they even want with this place?
I couldn't begin to imagine what the New Breed Front's goal is. But for now, Fumiya and Ayako have prevented the power cables that provide electricity to the ends.
Yes, I agree.
Hey boss, the power supply is still on.
Damn. It seems they failed to cut the cable. Alright then, we move right on to Plan B. After incapacitating all the security guards and magicians on this floor, we'll commandeer the control room on the 34th underground floor. After that, we'll disconnect the power to the flywheels and contain the control center on the 1st underground floor. Until then, I want you all to use your magic sparingly.
Roger that.
Everyone ready? there anyone left on the bottom floor?
No, nobody. It's empty as our prior info stated.
Then we proceed as planned and take over the 34th floor.
Roger.
The lights dimmed. What do you think could have caused it?
It's probably them.
The postural stabilizing flywheels have stopped moving?
And the building! Is it gonna...
No, don't worry. The walls and pillars aren't damaged, so it won't collapse right away.
The sovereignty of magicians' rights. We intend no harm on any of you, nor loss of human life. All we want is for you to bear witness to what will happen here tonight.
They hijacked the control center on the first underground floor. There should have been security guards, but they must have taken them out.
Deep within this building, magicians are being enslaved and used for labor.
Did he say enslaved? I heard that they were well taken care of.
And should disaster happen to strike on the 35th underground floor, they're unable to escape. It's almost as if they're forced to be buried alive in such a scenario. As a group seeking to restore the rights of magicians, and as members of a civilized society, we cannot allow these archaic rites of human sacrifice to continue.
Even if they were trapped inside, as far as I know, the underground can convert to a safe shelter.
As a sign of protest, we will detonate a bomb in here 1 hour from now. This is your warning to evacuate immediately. Advised to interfere. Now, obviously, we would prefer to avoid a mass casualty event. Therefore, we hope you make the far wiser choice to become witnesses to history. It's up to you.
I guess hoping nothing would happen was too much for me to try asking for.